The myth, the legend, the great king, Shaka Zulu. Shaka was born in 1787 in Southeast Africa in the Natal region. He was born out of wedlock, which forced him and his mother to live in exile. They would find a home with a neighboring tribe, and young Shaka would hone his skills as a warrior and a military mind. From an early age, Shaka excelled in fighting, and his taste for blood already began to show itself. Before the age of 20, Shaka would begin his rise to power. Upon hearing of his father's death, he would return home to his Zulu people and claim the throne from his half-brother. It is during the years of 1817 and 1819 that Shaka would establish the kingdom we know as Zulu Nation and would begin to showcase his genius as both an innovator and a military mind. One of Shaka's first innovations was taking the long 6-foot spear that the Bantu people usually use for combat and cutting it down to a heavier, shorter, more sword-like spear, which was more effective in up-and-close combat. He would also perfect the bullhorn military maneuver, which used speed and agility to outflank and surround one's opponent. Going into the 1820s, Shaka had established his kingdom stretching from the Natal region up into the border of Mozambique and South Africa. Shaka also made many changes to the Bantu society as a whole. People were now placed in positions of leadership based on merit instead of blood lineage. The military was broken into different ranks and organized under strict discipline. He would form many alliances with other Bantu tribes and consolidate the power of the witch doctors, who were the head of the society. Shaka would remain conquering and at war the entirety of his reign, and would be known for his ruthless tactics of killing some indiscriminately and taking many slaves. He would be at the height of his reign around the year 1827, where he would have nearly 20,000 square miles under his rule. During these years, he would also begin making contact with Europeans. Sadly, they did not start making their move into Zululand until after Shaka's death. It was also said that Shaka used fear and humiliation as his iron fist. But to be fair, what we know about Shaka during these times came from two European men, Nathaniel Isaacs and Henry Francis Finn, and neither one of these men were the most trustworthy. What we do know is that the death of his mother was the beginning of his demise. He would be assassinated soon after. Yet Shaka would always be remembered as the leader who united his people.